Karthus with exhaust. So 3 exhaust is a bit overkill in my opinion. So picking up that ignite, he doesn't need ignite because he doesn't normally go for the kills, but it will help overall against the team. Especially against Vladimir in lane, for example, because he's got natural healing abilities. Sonar's going to have heals too. So the ignite, I like the idea of picking it up, even though I wouldn't usually see it on Shed in my opinion. I think exhaust for team fights or something along those lines can be quite strong.
Yeah, typically the ignite is taken to win your lane, and
exactly.
No, I agree with you 100% here. What do you think of level 1s? Because Curse has Alistar.
They have Alistar.
Yeah.
And normally the team that has Alistar wins. However, I'm thinking about damage output, and I'm going to have to say Curse wins, hands down.
Yeah, they've got.
I don't see. They've got a better poke.
Yeah, Yeah, if they choose to go Cleaver, if they choose to go, Karthus is going to go Q, but if Mundo chooses to go Cleaver, there's nothing Goose can do to stop an invade or a poke.
Grace, Buckshot, Alistar, Pulverize, Shen, Taunt. There's so much, and it looks like could possibly get caught there.
No, so he's just scouting out a little bit, letting his team know what's up. I'm surprised we don't see a defensive ward already out from MTW here. Typically,
I would expect to see one in the banana bush. Yeah.
Yeah, or even like right on top of their own blue. It's not unheard of to see something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and just look at the vision that Goose has here, and they only see Shen. Atlanta's kind of poking around down the river, so he's looking for everyone else.
So he's gonna get caught in the jungle by Alistar. She wastes flash for the Pulverize goes down from elements, but nothing comes of it because he wasn't actually with his team anyway. So that was kind of a wasted flash from Balls.
She had no idea how many of them were there. That was the big issue, right? So I was looking at their vision. All they saw was Shen mid, and Alistar rolled up on Balls around the corner. So there was no way for him to know that there weren't 5 people right behind, or 4 people right behind elements there.
The interesting thing is, what was Balls thinking in that situation? I don't know.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
What's the best come out of that? I don't know. All he could have done is place a ward. It's very, very dangerous. So
yeah, that was an incredibly dangerous play. And Atlanta's actually coming down here to interrupt the double golems, but he's down here alone. So really, all it takes is showing up to stop them from doing the double golems. And Crumbs actually accidentally pulls red by him, or he pulls the red and tanks it instead of having Karthus do it.
He did start Cloth 5, so he will be okay, and it is Mundo. So
and Karthus kind of sat there and cleared for him anyway.
Yeah.
Like he just pounded it down.
Sorry, and my Jackie did a good job there of actually helping him to assist, and like, oops, he's going to take a lot more damage than planned. And it looks like Mundo's going to go straight around for either a gank or a possible invade. He's thinking about going for Cog early.
I really like this early ward here for Kog'Maw. If you notice that
just in the bush,
Balls' placement there of the ward is very smart. Very happy to see it. Nothing unusual really from either team. Balls placing 3 wards out incredibly quickly though. This ward down here to actually all 4 of his wards down.
In both bushes.
In the first 2 minutes. So putting the wards in these bushes just establishes brush control so that anytime Elements tries to posture up for a headbutt pulverize, Atlanta can poke him down. And that's the big way that you stop Elements, or you stop an Alistar from winning lane, is you deal enough damage to deter him from wanting to engage. And that's placing this ward allows you to do that. Just very simple stuff. And you should really only place a ward like this if you're worried about a gank. And that's what this ward tells me, that they're worried about Mundo creeping into this bush and then Elements like flash pulverizing on them to force an engage. And they can do that on Balls because Balls doesn't have flash. So you would not see a ward like this unless they were in a very dangerous position, which Balls obviously is.
So very, very passive in both junglers at the start. They just went for the full clear, both recalled. Started working on the next items. Shyvana picking up a Doran's Blade and a ward, and Mundo picking up boots on their ward.
That's a little interesting to
I was about to say Doran's Blade's a bit slightly unusual.
Yep. But I mean, I've seen it quite a bit. I've seen it more and more now. Like people are skipping the wriggles on Shyvana, and I'm not sure that I'm happy with it because of the double proc. Like it's such a big deal, but technically, like it's not really that big of an increase in clear speed.
It's not needed on Shyvana, but I think it gives better dragon control and dragon taking ability and baron taking ability to have the wriggles with, you know, Shyvana and a double proc.
Well, you could say
we're going to
that
have
on
a
any
meeting of the
champion,
junglers in middle lane. Mundo does spot Shyvana and throws out a little cleaver or two, and they're both just going to back off as the mids.
Good ward here from Xsmithy.
Yeah, it was a good decision to do that. Just give Kog'Maw a little bit of cover.
And
Bottom lane, Elements does get a pulverized headbutt combo off onto Atlanta. Takes quite a lot of damage.
I was actually going to go check. Ooh, top lane gank coming out.
Yeah, Mundo's coming in. Pull is used by Vlad very, very quickly to get away with the exhaust. Goes down, followed by the taunt straight away. There's a lot of damage going down. Shyvana's going to come to the rescue, though. Mundo's going to die to the tower almost immediately, and Shen's got himself in a whole world of trouble now. He's popped his shield. He's trying to do his best. He's going to try and pick up Vlad, but no dice. No dice. That was just unfortunate. Smithy was just at the golems then when that gank went down.
Yeah.
Perfect position just to come around and go, oh, thank you very much. I'll come and give you some assistance.
I mean, even if Xsmithy wasn't there, that dive was not the most well thought out, as Crumbs died without even giving Xsmithy an assist. So that was... I think they really wanted to make a play happen, and they just got worked by the heal. I think they... If I remember correctly, the heal went off before the Ignite got on him, so he was able to get the full heal duration. He barely lived through it. And the increased health gain from Tides of Blood does actually affect your summoner spell healing, so that could have been a big factor, something that they didn't account for when they were thinking about that dive.
They really blew a lot on that. They blew exhaust, they lost blue buff, all under the tower.
They blew an exhaust, an ignite, and a flash. They got three summoners there.
And they got nothing for it. They got killed for it. So straight away, Shen's in trouble in top lane now, in my opinion.
And Balls did recall, picked up 2 wards and boots. So now Atlanta is freezing the creeps off of his tower so that he doesn't get
Mundo's going to come top. Sorry, just to interrupt you, because if he's going to meet Vlad in the river, trading damage at the moment. Shen's coming around behind, but a lot of damage going out from Mundo, and Vlad's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down, I believe. There's no way he's going to escape. Taunt from Shen just in time. So he does pick up the assist from that as well. I think Vlad just gave up there, really.
Yeah.
I don't think he realised he wasn't going to get away because he blew everything on when his tower dived, so revenge is
that was
sweet
just
for
good play from Crumbs. He knew when Zuna would be going down to place the ward, so he was in position to ambush him while the ward placement was going down. So very, very smart play there for him to be in the right spot at the right time.
And now he's losing a lot of farm for that under the tower.
Oh yeah, losing...
Shyvana is up there to pick it up, however, but it's not going to help Vlad against Shen in lane.
No. And it really is just a boring lane to watch, as neither of them is really going to be able to kill each other, but...
See, in all the lanes, to be honest, top is going to be really passive apart from the junglers go there. Mid, Karthus can... in my opinion, Karthus can kill Kog'Maw, but Kog'Maw is just going to be sat trying to farm as much as possible.
I don't think either of them can really kill each other, because for Karthus to get in on Kog'Maw would mean that he would have to run through Void Ooze and get nailed in the face by, like, Bio-Arcane Barrage auto attacks. And
bottom lane, Graves is just going to push tower all day.
Yeah.
So, all lanes, very difficult for ganks and fights to go off, really.
Yeah, I think all of the lanes are just going to be super passive.
But when you've got 2 junglers like we do, they're just farming junglers. So most of the fights we're going to see, I believe, are going to be around Dragon and Baron, or buff contention.
Mundo ganks pretty well compared to Shyvana.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, they're very, very similar junglers. Mundo has the edge, in my opinion, on ganking by far because of the cleaver.
Yeah.
And that's a big edge.
It's a massive edge, having a ranged slow like that, and he's
going to come in on Vlad.
Zuna does know what's up.
Yeah.
He's got a ward there, he knows exactly what's going on.
Meanwhile, Smithy trying to set up the blue for...
Atlanta...
was not in position, though.
What was that? So Atlanta face-checked against Elements, like walked straight in the bush while Pulverize was up, and Elements didn't pulverize, he just headbutted him away. And maybe they thought it was a bait.
Possible bait gank? Yeah, I'd guess that would be the case if the reason he didn't pulverize immediately.
Yeah, like that was... Yeah, I guess their ward coverage is kind of limited down here. Shyvana could have been right here, and if Elements blew headbutt and pulverize right here, Shyvana comes in, picks up a triple kill, or a double kill down there, and a dragon. So, interesting play. Missed out on a chance for some big free harass on Atlanta. But it is Sona.
Meanwhile,
So...
top lane, Shen is doing work on Vladimir. Vladimir's had to ghost away. The Ignite did go down, and Carfisol is up.
Oh, good pull.
To save the day. So I just called
bottom lane.
Meanwhile, Engage is going down. Both are still alive. The gank from Mundo did work, so it is going to have to recall. Alistair was knocked low, but that means Graves can free farm top bottom now.
Yeah.
And not have to worry and probably lose some CS for Tristana. Meanwhile, this blue finally going on, and they're going to try and attempt Dragon now. So it's going to be a 3 versus 3, but one of them is going to be a support while the others are all damaged. So we'll find out. I don't know what Mundo can do.
I think they're just going to give this away.
Yeah, they can't really do much against that.
Yeah. The all of MTW is wounded from the Karthus ultimate, and losing your damage dealer, losing Atlanta and having him forced to go back to town, even though he didn't die, means that they can't stand up to Curse in a straight up firefight, which is what that would have been pretty easily.
Yep.
There's no way that wasn't just going to be a street brawl.
Elemis has actually done a really good job so far. I don't know if you've been able to notice it on the map, but he's CV'd and caught Shyvana in the jungle about 4 times now and pinged her every single time. So he's really doing a good work of being able to keep an eye on where she is and give his team a heads up.
Oh, well, good play.
It's only a small thing, but it can really help your lanes out a lot.
Yeah. What do you think of late game potential here? Because Karthus late game is one of... they know Elements is waiting here. Like, they know 100%. He walked through this ward. He doesn't know that it's there, though, so he's wasting a lot of time sitting there.
Probably going for a Cogmore mid there, quite clearly, but Cog recalled at the time anyway, so waste his time. So they should know he's coming down river. He's going to meet Sonar in the river. Probably mini engage going off, nothing too special. But Atlanta is out of position here. He's going to have to use his jump to get away. Pulverized headbutt does go down. The Pulverized missing in the end because the jump went off just in time. Meanwhile, top lane, Pobelter versus Vlad is going down yet again. Vlad having to... Flash goes off from Shen after the pull to try and pick up the kill with his Q, but just not enough damage. Meanwhile, Shyvana's come top, and Shen's in a world of hurt. He needs the energy back to get back to the tower. He realises he's not going to get it up for the taunt yet, so he's trying to hold on, get the energy back.
He doesn't want to exhaust.
Vlad goes off the ultimate.
Good play.
Really well played by Smithy not to use the exhaust there. And Shen got himself a bit stuck because he was hoping the taunt energy would come up so he could taunt through.
Yeah.
It didn't, and he had to use his W to shield the damage, and obviously his energy's not going to be high enough.
That was really good play by Shyvana to land the E and predict the juke attempt.
In my bottom lane, Curse getting some free damage off on Atlanta, and I'll have to use
Ball's in a bad spot.
Elements missed a lot of pulverizers so far, to be honest. I think that's his 4th. He's missed in a row now, so...
I think he wanted to save the headbutt there so that he could just headbutt balls further away from Atlanta because Atlanta split himself. But
so Elements going in, down again,
headbutt
goes down, and the pulverizer. Carthus and Mundo's coming in from behind. Mundo does manage to pick it up, so Carthus picks it up. They're all going to tower dive balls now. Balls in the world of hurt. Elements does a good job of tanking the tower, and they're probably going to pick up the tower from this in bottom lane as well. So that's 3 for 3 in a tower.
Yeah.
2 kills picked up there.
And Cop is now ahead 20 CS. Or almost 30. Almost 30. So, very good lead for Curse right now, knocking down that tower, picking up a dragon there, ahead by
Trading
2k.
Again. Not massive amounts of... Sorry, they were just trading quite heavily, and it looks like Shen's actually winning these battles still in the top lane. But Vlad should be okay to sustain with the Q damage as long as he doesn't get caught out by the taunt again.
Yeah, Vlad does have Woda, and he could choose to go with a Spirit Visage, but we haven't seen that build in quite some time. I don't want to say he should go Mercury Treads, because I don't think he needs them, although that would help mitigate against Shen.
I honestly don't think Visage is a bad idea in this situation, considering they have a Carthus as well.
Yeah, it could definitely help up top. What do you think of the Heart of Gold, Philo Heart of Gold build on ManCloud's Kog'Maw here?
I honestly don't know whether I like it or not. He wants to go up a 5 clearly to get his items up, because he needs to build mana early, and that's one of his problems with playing Kog'Maw. You need big mana pool. Engage at top lane though. I'm going to pull this out quickly. The Ignite's already gone off from Vlad. Vlad waits his ultimate, and Mundo was coming in with his ultimate before that. Shen's here as well. Shen's ulted onto him. Shyvana's in a bad position, just trying to keep them both away, but Pobelter's really low and he's got really close to Smithy. Vlad's going to turn around and pick him up, but now Crumbs has got himself in a lot of trouble. He's going to try and take out Vlad for it as well. Carthus is coming in to make sure the kill's secured. Mundo's going to have to run for his life now against this, but I think he's definitely going to go down. Unless NY Jackie can land some beautiful Qs and force Smithy to run back. It's going to be close, and I'm pretty sure NY Jackie should pick up this kill and live. Kog'Maw turns up, not in time. Elements in the right position, the right time to stop him getting enraged from being able to use his ultimate to actually just try and pick up that kill on NY Jackie there in top.
Yeah, so ManCloud was actually running up behind Jackie the entire time, And Elements was mid to zone ManCloud out of taking the straight path, which is why he showed up so late. And that was just really good play by Elements to be there for that gank going on. I'm a little surprised by Pobelter for teleporting back in with the ultimate.
I don't think he saw Smithy. I do not think he saw Shyvana coming round, and he'd already pressed ultimate, and by the time he'd seen he was there, he's already in the fight and going, oh no, Shyvana is here. Whoopsie.
It was an interesting play, but it worked to bait a lot of MTW. They were able to pick up 2 kills there for...
Yeah, 2 for 1.
Yeah, 2 for 1. It was not that big a deal, but MTW's been able to deny bottom lane.
Elements is looking like he's going to dive Cogmore here. Sorry to interrupt you, but it looks like he's going to go for this headbutt.
Oh, yeah.
Pulverized combo from behind. He's changed his mind, though, because it seems... They think the blue's up. Yeah. No, the blue is up. Mundo's going in hard on Crumbs on balls on bottom lane. Balls, the Carthage ult comes out. Flash headbutt pulverized. Nice flash from Balls, though, to get out of it. And he actually survives barely with a little bit of health. If that pulverized would have landed, he definitely would have been dead there.
Such a good flash to cancel the animation there. Really.
And those pings were for the blue buff which came up, so they've denied Cogmore blue, which is pretty big, to be honest.
Cogmore's super blue reliant. And the more I think about the double gold per 5 here, the more I think it's appropriate, because Karthus can...
Oh, Karthus engaging in bottom lane. Cogmore's in a lot of trouble, and Smithy got caught out in the end. He gets picked up. Vlad's come down here as well, so the contenders are on, but Karthus has been dropped really low. He's had to burn his flash to try and get rid. Tristana's come down with a jump to try and get involved. Not going to get there. Cogmore's not got much to really give to this, so he's going to really have to back out. He's got no mana pull whatsoever.
Zuna's
and it's going to be Atlanta.
Doing quite a bit of damage.
And Zuna for it. Yep, but you just get taunted straight away by Shen. Mundo goes in with the W to get on the extra damage. Vlad's forced to pull. He heal baits and does manage to pick up Cop. Alistair comes in with the headbutt and onto Tristana. Tristana's still getting off 3 damage. Shen's in a lot of trouble. And it's Vlad and Tristana versus Alistair. Alistair's going to go down here, but he did aggro the dragon. He did aggro the dragon.
Elements aggroed the dragon, so Zuna's able to get out of that in one piece. Atlanta started attacking it immediately so that it wouldn't proximity onto Zuna.
Karthus being super aggressive against Atlanta. The bait with the shadow. Wow, that was close. That was so big.
Oh, Atlanta, you just got baited so hard. Oh, man.
And
that whole fight was like incredible to watch. It was just mind games on mind games on mind games. So they took the blue straight away, right? And they had MTW wanted to pressure into this because they had Zuna coming down for the dragon, and they knew Shen was still top with his ultimate down. So they tried to bait Curse into picking up more kills, and they weren't able to. And then Curse kind of like knew what was up, so they stuck around at low HP, and they had that magnificent bait with Nijaki there. But Zuna was kind of like zoning Karthus out of the fight the entire time, and
Vlad, and the ignite.
Oh my goodness!
That's really right. And just to point out, right, AD carries don't run ignite very often, so that was just perfect for the fact that he had ignite, which is unusual, to pick up that kill even though he was in trouble. I think he would have gone down. Meanwhile, Alistair's caught Shyvana in the jungle. Nothing going to really happen from it.
But yeah, the fight was just ridiculous. Both teams were trying to outplay each other so hard, and
there was bait upon bait, like you said, bait upon bait upon bait, and everyone was doing everything to the letter, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why are you doing this? Oh my god, he heal baited, it worked. Why is Karthus going against Tristana? Oh my god, the Shen ultimate, that was amazing.
Yeah, so, everything they did, they did exactly right.
Karthus and Cogmore trading under the tab, but Alice is coming from behind, but there's a lot of damage going off from Cogmore in the mid lane, but the problem is that he's out of mana, and he's going to have to trace down with his... He just lives, just manages to survive.
Elements with the heal max able to save Nijaki right there. Oh, rank 5 healing for 190, yeah? Or for 180 on him, 90 on Nijaki. Nijaki living with 97 HP.
Vlad's going to get caught by Alistair and Mundo, though.
I think he's
going to probably get away. Missed 2 cleavers. I don't know. I think Elements just sat there and waited for the right opportunity to pulverize headbutt because he didn't do it. He just watched.
He wanted to know where the rest of the team was because everyone was missing for that whole shenanigans. Like they had no vision on Sona, they had no vision on Smithy, and if he would have committed them to that fight, then he would have gotten both of them killed. And
yeah, trying to go back to the gold per 5 thing on Cogmore, I agree. After thinking about it, it's a good idea because he has to build mana.
Well, he needs the he can't farm effectively against the way Karthus can. Karthus has such good... He has such a good method of farming and pushing the wave that he's going to... even if both of them are denied blues, Karthus is going to push harder than Kog'Maw will.
Yep,
and
definitely.
that you get the double gold per 5 to make sure that you still have a reasonable income. What do you think of the Archangels first here?
Because it's very quick Archangels.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's gone Archangels so fast. I think he could have possibly built into a Rabadon's first of all.
Yeah.
Quite happily.
I agree with
or
that.
Or even to... a lot of them like to go Rod of Ages on Kog'Maw as well.
Well, he
because
went
it gives
with
him
a
that
double
little
gold
bit
per
of
5
tankiness.
instead of it, right? So
yeah.
He can't build Rod of Ages at like...
Double
he can't
gold
start
5,
building
yeah.
it at 20 minutes. That would set him so far behind. So I'm really happy with his decision-making for the gold per 5, but not happy with the Archangels. I feel like that was...
Probably would have gone Rabadon's first in that situation.
I think that was an ineffective use of his money. Archangels is just so expensive, and you need a lot of mana to make it cost-effective, and he doesn't have it right now.
So Mundo picking up the Oracles. He's now clearing wards out around the area as best he can. And Elements have been floating around this top area a lot more lately. And left Cop bottom on his own. He's quite happy to leave Cop there. So Elements making
has
good
such
use
a big lead that he can actually 2v1 Tristana Sona, and that's something.
And they're going for the early Baron. I thought there was a reason why he was hanging around, and this is it. They're all contending bottom for this.
Well,
blue.
they have a ward on it, so
yeah. Cop's doing a good job though down here to keep them busy, because he's still here keeping them busy. But I don't know if they're going to be able to. Burst CC in mid. Anything with any sort of CC would have helped them, in my opinion.
Yeah, and to get away with that, they would have had to have fit a Mundo ban in there somewhere. But really, all of their bans were so good, like it's hard to.
Shen did go for a taunt and forced a troll pool from Vlad though.
Flash out of Sona there.
Yep, double burn. So good damage. There's not a lot at the end. There's not a lot MTW can really do at the moment against this Baron buff, and the fact they were already behind anyway.
Yeah, so they really just have to turtle until Baron goes away, and hopefully get cursed to make a mistake.
Get a good pick with Sonar. Yeah. If Sonar can get a good pick of the ultimate at the right time, but Curse doing a good job of trying to get in position around the jungle. Did get spotted though going in the bush to Grave, so Vlad knows they're in there, and they said no. Let's just go back to mid. It's not worth getting caught.
Looking at MTW's vision right now, Curse really could get a pick off at any point, except that they have a Kog'Maw who's really good at sweeping brush. So, and Kog'Maw has picked up a Needless now, so his damage output has gone up pretty significantly.
Meanwhile, Shen picking up the top lane, doing what Shen does, which is split push like a boss. Split push like a boss, not puss. I don't know why I said puss. And they pick up Dragon, so that's the first Dragon, I believe, for Curse. It's 2-1 now on Dragons.
Curse got the first one. Curse got the first one.
I apologize.
Yeah, it's 2-1 for Curse and Dragons. I think they kind of have to put X-Smithy pushing against Shen. He's really the only one that can interrupt him. He can use the Dragon form to interrupt the teleport. But, I mean, I guess technically they could put Atlanta there, but they need Atlanta's damage.
You don't really want... Yeah, you need his wave clear as well.
Yeah. He's the... Kog'Maw can clear waves pretty well, but it's hard to say what they can do about Shen. Like, they can't force a fight on his team.
Never mind. Kog'Maw's going to check this bush. Luckily, he wards it though. Alistair pulverized headbutt in mid. Shyvana is in trouble. She popped her ultimate to try and get away, I think, there, and he didn't manage to get her over the wall because of the pulverized headbutt combo went off from Alistair. I believe that was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good wall catch from Nightjackie. And he tried to get out of it immediately because he knew exactly what was going down, and Elements interrupted it.
And Alistair flash, pulverized headbutt combo goes off. Kog'Maw in a world of hurt goes down immediately. Cop meanwhile picks up Sonar, who's squishy as anything. So 2 more kills. It's 2 against 5 now.
I think that's a Rax. I don't think they can...
Easy Rax. I don't see them going to be able to stop this because Alistair or any Mundo can tank this quite happily. Vlad has gone in with his ultimate though and his troll pull, but he's wasted it pretty much, and he's just ignoring him, going straight for Tristana, and he does end up going down to the Karthus ace. So that definitely is a Rax. But the surrender vote goes off.
Yeah.
That's not surprising, but I thought there's a possibility of a comeback there. But
yeah, I mean, Goose
that
just...